Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and Jackson, who is off camera taking pictures of his mom and I. This is great. First time we've had this happen, by the way. It's Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. Look at that in the background right there. There goes Toby with a giant cart of something produce. That was pretty cool. Hello, easily distracted. Hold on, let me take a sip of my Starbucks. It's wonderful. I just want to clarify again, if you watch this show and you think, you keep talking about being on a diet, but you keep drinking Starbucks. This is totally keto diet approved. It's a high-fat drink, and it's very good. And it has espresso in it, and keeps me alert. We got a lot to cover today. 2 guests on the program, and the return of Chef Tess, who is in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. Literally, she's gone. Chef Tess is gone. She fell into a hole. There we go. Chef Tess is back. That looked really cool. It looked like you disappeared for a moment, but there you are. Welcome back. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good. What's the plan today? You have a cutting board and a knife. What are we going to do?
I do. Well, Delmer in the deli asked me oh so nicely to put together some caprese platters for him. So if you don't know what that is, it's fresh mozzarella, fresh tomatoes, basil with some olive oil and balsamic.
Okay.
So we're throwing these together in a party tray.
Good
so that you
deal.
can just pick it up and go.
Ooh.
So
We will sample that today.
we will.
Like how I said it with a question mark at the end?
Yes.
We will sample
It
that
confused
today?
me. You were successful there.
It wasn't like we will sample that. That's my politician hand. We will sample that today, Chef Tess. So, man, that camera looks really good today. I don't know what happened. Ryan Broderson must have just, he's got it all dialed in. You look like you're on the Food Network channel right now. Get Chef Tess putting those gloves. Oh, that's not a glove. That's the Chef Hack right there.
Chef Hack.
Chef Hack. To keep your cutting board from moving, wet paper towels?
Yep.
Chef Hack. Look at that.
It's a lot safer.
They will not move, correct? Yeah, look at that. It's not even moving.
All right, I'm being dramatic.
It's a Chef Hack. Brought to you by our friends at Anonymous, apparently, with the Chef Hack logo. I like that. Okay, so caprese trays.
Yeah.
Now, the fresh mozzarella that we've been stretching, each week here at the store, we're stretching and they're making mozzarella.
Yes.
Like from the curds to what you would buy. I'm trying to mime this as good as I can.
You're doing a great
with
job.
the stretching and the pulling. And I think Delmer has to do it this week because Don Fisher is off.
Actually, I am doing it.
Oh, by golly.
So,
Friday?
I'm going to do it on Friday.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing it all week, a
Nice.
little bit every day, so
Cool.
it's super, super fresh.
Good.
I'm actually going to get started on that after I'm done with these trays.
So potentially on Hy-Vee Today this week, Chef Tess could be live. It's a really cool thing to watch.
It is super cool.
And you'll never have more fresh or better mozzarella. How do you say it? Can you say it with a weird accent?
I don't.
Okay.
I just say mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Mozzarella. That would be like the Chicago accent.
Yeah.
And then people that think they're like a little too much Italian would say
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
They lose the A on the end. It's great. I just say mozzarella. I don't know how you're supposed to say
I don't
it.
appreciate you stereotyping my people. Okay.
Sorry.
The Italians, we say things differently. Mozzarella. My dad, that's how my dad, my dad's a character. I wish I could, no, I don't want to FaceTime my dad on this show.
Let's do it.
He needs to shave. And I was like, Dad, you don't have to dye your hair, but you look like Santa, kind of. He's never going to see this. You got white hair now. God bless him. Over 30 years as a Chicago cop, I'd probably have no hair.
Right.
But just had a white beard. And I was like, the kids are going to be real confused, Santa Grandpa. Let's dye it. He also had a sweet mustache growing up, like my whole life. Kind of like how I've always had a goatee, and when I shave, people are like, what happened? It's like this thing. Yesterday, a lot of comments. What happened to you? So when my dad first shaved his mustache, I remember saying, like, you have a really thin upper lip, and that's not a nice thing to say.
Same thing happened
your parents.
when my dad did that. We were really young. I have 2 younger sisters, and I remember my 2 younger sisters just cried because they didn't know who he was anymore. Without
They
his
cried?
mustache. They cried.
Oh.
They were little, but they cried. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable for everyone.
There are videos like that online where
Yeah.
parents will do that. So I'll grow the goatee back. I will say that I got less of a double chin thanks to the keto diet. So listen, if you don't want to have a double chin and drink Starbucks, keto diet. That's all I got to say about it. What else do you need? And you can eat bacon, because this is America. Let's get started with our first guest, who is here. Lindsay Phillips with Big Brothers Big Sisters, Muscatine County. Welcome back to the show.
Hi.
Good to see you. You tried a new Starbucks drink this morning. Do you like it?
I do.
Good.
I do
Yeah.
like it.
It's
Yes.
we both kind of have, so some of these Starbucks, and we're not here to talk about Starbucks, but
That's
some of
okay.
these drinks have these goofy lids, and I could easily drink this with just the lid, but there's a lot of heavy whipping cream on top.
It's a
So
really
I just
bad
gotta
idea.
Stir it up. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. How are things at Big Brothers Big Sisters, Muscatine County?
Good. So we're kicking off our enrollment phase, I would say.
I wondered about that.
Yeah.
So just because it's July, you still have to get to work because school will be here. For the school-based program in particular, that'll be here in just about a month and a week, almost.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now...
Haven't thought about it that way before.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot. So right now, people watching that have thought about being a big brother, big sister, they can reach out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. You can reach out all year round.
Sure.
We're enrolling all the time. We might not start a match if it's towards the end of the school year just because we want time for that relationship to build. But recruitment is going to be in full force this year. We have over 60 kids on our waiting list. It's probably more, but we just haven't gotten everybody completely enrolled yet.
Yeah.
So it's, they're distracting me with that camera.
That's okay. Lindsay's son Jackson's right behind the scene. Put him on camera, Betsy.
No, you don't have to.
You don't want to? It's up to you.
You can.
Jackson, you want to be on camera for a
So
second?
distracting.
Look at him. Yeah, get him real quick. Just get him for a second. There he goes. He's out of here. He's gone.
And he's gone.
That's okay. That's all right.
He was going with Papa today, but this was way too cool.
This is super
After
cool.
breakfast, they had to come check it out. So
I always put Jackson on the spot. Like I made him do.
he loves it.
Lip syncing and karaoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
60
Sorry,
kids.
yes,
No,
60
that's okay.
kids.
That was my fault. 60 kids are waiting to be matched with a big brother or a big sister.
Can't do that.
There he is.
Hey,
We've
we're
got him
live.
on the show now. Jackson, how's your summer going, buddy?
Good.
Welcome on the show.
I hope Brett's not watching. That's my boss.
That's all right. All right, Jackson,
Okay,
you
you
want to
gotta
hang
get
out right
down
here
now.
or you want to hop down? We can get you a
my
chair,
gosh.
whatever you want to do.
No, it's fine.
That's all right. Hey, Jackson, I'm glad you're on the show. Give me some skin, buddy. Must have been a late night partying, huh?
Are you embarrassed now? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Good. He's getting ready for first grade. Okay,
Yeah.
60 kids,
Yes.
including as early as Jackson's age, correct?
Yeah, so you can start getting matched in kindergarten.
Oh my goodness.
We go through an interview process with the kids, the adults, everyone, to make sure that they're able to assess safety, that they'd be able to report any concerns, anything like that. So that would be the only thing that would keep a young child from getting matched.
Sure.
They're a little bit more vulnerable, so we want to make sure that that wouldn't be an issue.
I think having Jackson here just drives the point home even more. Jackson, look at that camera right
Can you
there.
see yourself?
Can you look at that camera right there? Look at that. Imagine 60 Jacksons out there just waiting for someone to come into their life. And Lindsay,
Yeah.
you know, because you are the recipient of like the happy news and the success stories, but just tell people like it can change the course of a child's life. Like,
Yeah, it really gives them
Right?
something to look forward to. I think that's the biggest thing too, is that sometimes getting to school is a lot of work when you're
Sure.
living in crisis mode, or you have Charlotte Schaefer on here all the time
Yep.
from MCSA and talking about what those families are going through. That's some of the same things in our program where school is kind of the happy place. That's where they can be a kid, and to have another adult come in and be excited with you and really just cheering you on during the school day, it makes it even better.
And it has like a twofold effect. Like certainly for the sake of the child, their life will get better with a positive role model. But and again, I don't have firsthand experience, but I know so many people that do. People that become big brothers or big sisters will tell you like their life is profoundly impacted,
Yeah.
and they weren't prepared for that. We have some great pictures on the screen from Bowl for Kids' Sake over the years. So just talk about that. I mean, it's not about doing it for the right reason, of course, but how many bigs come to you and are like, I can't believe how great this has made my life. Like,
I
so
think
much
every
better.
single one of them.
Wow.
Every single one of them is really like, I did it for the kid, and I
Yeah.
didn't realize that it would change my life too. And
so
that's
cool.
that's a common thing. He's like a sloth. I don't even know what
Jackson, do you want a chair? I'll get you a chair. Yeah, can we get a chair? Betsy or Ryan or somebody, let's bring him a chair. The young man is tall. Listen.
You're grounded.
Oh boy. Jackson, you're not grounded. Yes, here at Hy-Vee today, we don't believe in groundings. We don't believe in ground. We believe in taking electronic devices away. Sorry, buddy. Listen.
Well, that can happen too.
Yeah, that'll happen
Where do you
too.
want me to sit?
There you go. Look at that. His own seat for the big man. I love that he's here. This is fantastic. Okay, so we're getting people signed up. Look at this. That is such a great shot. Yes. Oh, it's wonderful. So we're getting people signed up. And if you're watching at home, Big Brothers Big Sisters Muscatine County, housed within the beautiful and freshly updated Muscatine Community Y. There's the school-based program and then the
Community-based.
Community-based.
Yes.
Thank you.
So the community-based program is going on. I'm fired.
No, you're not. You're fine. This is good. You found a penny.
The
Listen.
community-based program is that's all year round. So they continue to meet throughout the summer with their volunteer.
Sure.
But I have to tell you, so school-based can do that too. And they return if they do our school-based plus. And then every school year that they return back, they're matched with the same little. So actually, I just received a quote from a little kid. It was their last meeting at school, and he said to the big, he was like, no matter what happens, you have to find me next year. And that's what he told his big. So the good news is he will. His big works for Musco, who's a great partner of ours. Their employees go into the school during the day to mentor, and he's going to be back in the fall. And so he will find that little guy, and he's going to be thrilled at that consistency.
That is so heartbreaking. But it's not, because you know that the match will stay. But for that little, to have that thought of like...
Yep. But 1 hour a week, it's that important to them.
1 hour a week. The process, and we've talked about this, but just drive it home again.
Sure.
Somebody's watching, they've thought, I want to be a big... obviously there's some paperwork, and it's not like, you're not going to be a big the same day maybe, but certainly if everything goes well, you can get matched up pretty quickly.
For
so
good
what do they need to do?
There's a process.
Right. And what does somebody need to do right now to start that process?
So the first step is an application, right? So you're going to fill out an application, you're going to get online, you can print it off right there, or you can stop in at the Y. We have a enrollment person, Kathy, who is phenomenal. She'll get you right through the process. So she's going to interview you. She does an orientation. She does some safety screenings too. So lots of layers to go through, but that's all kind of on the backside, and she takes care of all of that. And then if you make it through that enrollment process, she picks a child based on similar interests or experience levels. You get to describe what you think your ideal hour would look like.
Cool.
And that helps pick a child that you're compatible with, because we basically say go be friends, right? So that doesn't work if you guys have nothing in common or can't talk about anything. Yes.
It's so customized, and that's just for the benefits of both parties, but then also that'll just, you want to keep that consistency, that longevity, however you want to describe it. That's such an important element to have. You have some events coming up.
Yes.
One of the big things, and if I'll go in chronological order.
Okay.
The Duck Derby.
Yes.
Cedar County Duck Derby is coming up. We have a link to the Facebook event. You can also go to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County.
Correct.
You're racing ducks.
There it is. Yes.
And it's super fun. August 3rd is the date. James Kennedy Aquatic Center. If y'all have never done a duck derby before, it's so cool. And I haven't been to the one in Tipton. I want to go. And August 3rd, definitely going to put that on the calendar. So just tell people, like, what made you want to do that? Because a couple years ago when it happened, was it Chicken... Where was it at?
Chicken Creek at Salisbury.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So that was a lot of fun now that it's in Tipton.
We started last year in the derby there. And that's our Lazy Rumper, so we adopted duck. And at Cedar County, the Tipton event that we stay there on the program, as well as a Bigs and Bobby program that we have around the Lazy River. They're rubber ducks, not real 2 years ago at Chicken Creek.
I can't believe that's been 2 years.
Last year at Muscatine, we partnered with Second Saturday, and we did a giant slip and slide. I think it was almost 200 feet of slip and slide down 2nd Street. And that was fun. So we're going to do that again this year as well. So August 3rd,
I wondered about that. Okay.
Cedar County, and then September 7th, I think it's the
Is that
second
the Saturday?
Saturday or the 8th.
Okay.
So that will be on 2nd Street again in Muscatine. And again, $5 a duck. Yep, there we go. That was fun.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. So how do people, can they start sponsoring ducks for either the Cedar County event or the Muscatine event now? Or
The Cedar County event, yes.
Okay.
The Muscatine event will get started probably the first week of August and
Okay.
really selling those ducks. So we'll sell those for the first month ahead of time, and then you can buy on event day as well. So the race itself takes like 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
is so
the kids
fun.
like to watch and touch them.
And touch
so if
that,
your
right?
duck is touched, it's
Give
just,
them a boost as
you
they come
just-
down the slip
yeah.
and slide.
Yeah.
The lazy river is a good idea.
Yeah,
I
and they
didn't
have
know that.
an awesome aquatic center there. So it's
Yeah.
got like a zero depth entry, so kind of like beach style. There's a couple slides.
Wow.
Yeah, if you haven't gone to the James Kennedy Aquatic Center, worth the 30-minute drive.
Yeah. Hey, Muscatine Aquatic Center, let's get a lazy river, right?
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't that
That
be
would
amazing?
solve so many
I'm
problems.
sure it's
for me.
not that expensive to put in a lazy river. Just get a shovel and
Yeah.
we'll make it happen. So save that date, both of those dates, August and then September, and then Over the Edge.
Yes.
You are going over the edge.
I am going over the
Oh my
edge.
gosh. Okay, so
I hope. I have
yeah.
to raise some money first.
Right, so Over the Edge is in October, and everybody is going over the Laurel Building,
Yes.
downtown Muscatine. Here's the website link. So for folks that want to sign up, here's what you should know. Proceeds go to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County and Special Olympics of Muscatine County.
Right.
So far, we're at just about 10 grand right there on the screen. The goal is 75,000, and people like Lindsay Phillips are going to go over the edge of a building in downtown Muscatine. Do you have a fear of heights?
No, but I
Okay.
get motion sick. And I
Oh,
have to
no.
tell you, it kind of feels like the same thing. So when I went up there to test it all out and I like looked over,
jeez.
I was like, "Whoa, this is going to be interesting."
Can we go
but
to the
I'm gonna
Over
do
the
it.
Edge Facebook page and the video of Lindsay? I don't want to give you that motion
Oh,
sickness
yeah.
feeling again. But
No, it's okay.
that is, like, for folks that are in downtown Muscatine, if you look at the Laurel Building, you know, as you're standing, you might look and think, like, that's not that high, but when you're up there.
Right, it's 94 feet.
Oh, boy.
And you know that if you fell, it hurt. It's not going to be.
You're not going to, though.
No,
And-
it's going to be honestly completely safe. So we're working with Over the Edge, which is an outside company,
Sure.
and they are coming down. They're setting up an OSHA-approved site. It becomes
Yeah,
its
yeah.
own work site on the building, so you can watch them.
Yeah, let's. And there's audio, too. Here we go.
And I'm standing on top of the Stanley Consultants Laurel Building, where October 19th we will be going over the edge of this building, raising money for 3 great organizations in Muscatine: Big Brothers Big Sisters, Special Olympics, and the Chamber Ambassadors. On that day, individuals who have raised $1,000 in support of them will go over this edge, and I am challenging some people to join me in that feat. Jason Gregory, Teresa Van Way, and Tasha Phillips. I'll see you on October 19th.
So, is that the exact spot where you're going to be? Had they determined that?
Yeah, so
Oh my
we're going to
goodness.
be on the Iowa Avenue side. So
Okay.
we went up there with Jason Miller and Mary Jo Fincham from Stanley Consultants. And so we kind of positioned ourselves different places around the building. So where I'm standing is not where we're going over. We're
So you're
going
coming
over
down the Iowa
on the
Avenue
Iowa side. Yes. So if
Wow.
you're October 19th eating lunch that day, you should position yourself at Boonies
Yeah.
because it's going to be a perfect view.
Right.
And there will be 6 different people going down an hour. We have a total of 96 people that are going to
Oh
be
my
going over.
goodness.
We haven't hit that yet, but we
Okay.
can. So sign up. We're
Wow.
just about at 40 signups.
Okay.
And we have a lot of yeses, but nobody's like pulled the trigger and signed up online yet.
Some
so.
of the fundraising, bless you, some of the fundraising that's happened has been impressive because you can see it on the
Yes.
website. And then I saw, and he's watching right now, people like Isaiah Phillips.
Yeah, hi. Isaiah.
Are gonna do it. So yeah, I don't really have a fear of heights, but when you get up to it, I think it'll be so fun.
It's going to be fun, yeah.
I mean, you never in your life, again, probably. I mean, this will go well. Maybe it'll come back.
Yeah.
But the chance to rappel down the side of a building. We're not Spider-Man or Spider-Girl. You know
But
what
you
I mean?
could be. Costumes are allowed.
Oh snap!
Yeah. I
If I
heard
had
there
a-
might be a Batman.
Really? There's a weight limit to this? Is that correct?
It's 100 to 300 pounds.
Okay.
And not because the harness won't hold you.
Yeah.
It's a comfort thing, is what they've told us. So,
yeah.
I mean,
how
if you're,
comfort?
if you're 310, you can go over.
Oh, you can?
Well, I mean, don't
Nice.
tell Over the Edge that I said that. I don't think they're going to have a scale up there. But if it's
How much
safe,
are you?
can do it.
185 pounds. In 8th grade I was. But look at this. I mean, this is kind of a glimpse at what you're going to see. This is legit
exactly
setup.
like that.
The thing is, it's like, how comfortable are you with a harness wedgie? I mean, let's just be honest. You're going to get a real uncomfortable wedgie for a little bit. And I'm sure my hand gestures are just, you're going to be, but you'll be up and, you'll be down and...
I think you're going to be a little distracted. You might not notice till your feet are on the ground that you're like, oh, that actually didn't feel too great. Because it's going to be thrilling for sure. And
for sure.
You'll know when you're going to rappel too. So you can gather a huge crowd. We're going to have announcements all day long that people are going to be talking about who's going down, why they supported these organizations, and then highlighting our sponsors too. So Stanley Consultants is our platinum sponsor.
Sure.
They've given us the building. They've given us a great financial contribution. Kent Corporation is a gold sponsor, and then we have Musco and Monsanto and H&I and lots of different companies that have also signed on to partner with us and help us out with this. And Boonies on the Avenue, of course, they're right across the street, so they're very excited. They've signed Isaiah up. He's going to go over the edge.
Wait, did he sign himself up or was he nominated?
He was going to sign himself up, and then we were sitting in there talking about the day of, and Boonie just threw him a credit card and said, sign up. So
there's a lot of people that would like to throw Isaiah off the side of the Laurel building.
He's
That's
going to
what
have
you're
no
saying.
problem raising $1,000.
No.
Yeah, so you do have to raise $1,000.
Tess is like, I'm going to donate to send Ike. Well, and our very own Mark Heideball, who is working in the meat department right now as we speak, right there, who's been a Special Olympics coach for a long time. He's doing it.
Nice.
So you can go on the website and you can see, I mean, some people are just getting after it. Shelly Schroeder, $1,065. And they've made it so easy. So you have to, it's $80. $85, and then you share it on your social media platforms. And that's what I like about this Over the Edge. They've made it so easy. I mean, I could sit here on my phone and donate.
You could.
With just the press of a couple
You could donate
buttons.
to mine right now and show them all how easy
I could.
I
could.
kidding.
And I will. But no, it's going to be a lot of fun. Look at how easy it is. So
yeah, that's it.
You go to and all these links again, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County on Facebook. The Over the Edge link, there's an event on Facebook for it, and it's a really cool deal for sure. Someone like Ryan Broderson right over here, who's got the GoPros, and even Chef Tess, this seems like something you'd be interested in. I don't know if you have a fear of heights or anything, but I'm not saying I want you to go over the edge of a building. But
I think you should go over the edge of the building. Yeah.
You would do it?
I would do it. I would go over the edge.
Look at that.
There we go.
Hey.
And I think Jim Simmons is signing up too.
Jim Simmons is going to do it?
I think so.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
he said he was.
If my diet keeps going well, I'll be there.
Yes, that would be great. I think you're going to be fine.
Yeah. Well,
if you
said
sign
it
up,
here.
there's
It
no
doesn't
going
matter
back.
what you weigh. There's not going to be a scale.
I don't remember saying that.
Well, that harness seems a little snug, mister. No, 170, bro.
There might be a scale. If you get up there and there's a scale,
Could you imagine if there was a scale? That would not go well for them. People get up there and they'd be like, I didn't know I was going to get weighed this morning.
I don't think they're going to tell anybody.
No,
I think it would be good. So I do want to point out too that we had an anonymous sponsor come forward too. So if you sign up between July 27th and August 31st, so do your registration then, which counts as your first donation. And then after that, continue your fundraising and really hit it hard in those 6 weeks, because this sponsor is going to match up to $20,000 directly to the organization. So we would really love to maximize on that.
Wow. Yeah. Anonymous. You know who it is. Okay.
I know who it is. Nice. But I'm really bad at keeping secrets, so we shouldn't talk about it.
Don't talk about it. Well, again, if I win the Mega Millions tonight and I'm not here tomorrow, because I will never work again in my life, I will donate $10 million. You heard it here first. Okay. All I have to do is win the Mega Millions. How hard can it be? So check this out, little preview video, October 19th, Muscatine Over the Edge. It is for sure one of the most exciting fundraisers that I've ever heard of. Look at that. That is so cool. So. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so, wow. That feels a lot higher than the Laurel building.
That one was. That was downtown Reno, I think.
Wow.
Nevada. So next year we'll have all our own footage. And we do plan to do it next year, because the community has really rallied and already made this a success for us. So we will bring it back. and we've heard after the third year, it kind of, everyone's already gone, right? The thrill is just a little bit gone. So since I'm saying it on your show, no one can steal the idea, but I feel like next we just need giant slip and slides, right?
Oh, good idea.
We just could like ramp right into the river.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh my gosh, a giant slip and slide down Iowa Avenue?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
There you
Okay.
go.
Listen, if you're watching us, whether you're live or on the rebroadcast, think about becoming a big brother or a big sister. It's easy to do. You can stop by the Muscatine. What are the hours for Big Brothers, Big Sisters in the Y?
So we're there kind of just at all different times because we're in and out at schools with matches.
Sure.
But the Y business desk is able to help or contact any of us too. And so that would be from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. or then you have Saturday mornings as well.
You walk in the door and you can't miss your office.
No,
and
it's beautiful.
There. Yeah.
We're right there.
You have a
big time.
fantastic space.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back on. And we encourage everybody, if you're watching this, you want to get involved in Over the Edge, you just said there's like 50 spaces still available. So let's fill those spaces. And maybe people like Ryan Broderson and Chef Tess will want to do it. You like how I'm not putting myself...
Ryan's shaking his head. I think we're going to see his name later.
He's adventurous.
And he can wear that GoPro, like you said.
He'd probably have like 17 GoPros on him.
There will be some incentives, too. I should say GoPro makes me remember that everyone that hits their $1,000, we're going to be putting into a drawing, and that will enter you into some of those prizes like a GoPro.
Okay, so you could win another GoPro, Ryan.
Yeah.
You need one. That's what he needs. Thank you. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Jackson was great. He's gone now, but he was
gone.
he was a great secondary guest.
Yeah.
So Lindsay Phillips, we appreciate it.
him.
Get on Facebook, check out the events, and consider changing a young person's life. There's over 60 kids right now waiting to get matched up. Let's go to Chef Tess in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. Oh my gosh, overhead shot me. Look at those tomatoes. That's such a good. Oh, fantastic. This is great. I could just do commentary, not that Chef Tess can't, but I could just do the commentary on the cutting of the tomatoes. So, again, the caprese, I see, what do I see? I see the mozzarella, the tomato, and then what was the veg?
Basil.
Basil.
Fresh basil.
Fresh basil. Don't you mean basil? So you will build this with mozzarella as the base. Can you walk me through that?
Yeah, so you can do caprese in a bunch of different ways. You can do it like in wedges, you can do it in slices, you can do it in little tiny pieces on skewers.
Okay.
But essentially, a caprese salad is fresh tomato, fresh mozzarella,
Okay.
and then
We're going to give this one to Lindsay Phillips. She doesn't know that yet, unless you don't like this stuff.
fresh basil.
I had this on Saturday.
You had this on Saturday?
Yeah, my mother-in-law bought it here with some
Whoa.
reduction.
Wow. Lindsay's saying that her mother-in-law bought all of this stuff. I was going to say if Chef Tess threw a party and I wasn't invited, I was going to get real upset about it. Yes. Thank you for the shameless plug. Oh, it's stretched. So maybe you don't need a sample. Maybe sweet young Ryan Broderson, who doesn't eat. He's been lost without Chef Tess. He doesn't know what to do. I'm not kidding.
So that's it right there.
Look at that. Look
Very
at how
easy.
good. Hold that up to Ryan's camera if you don't mind. I'm not trying to be bossy, but that camera just looks so good. It'll focus in here. Hang on. Wait for it. It's like a 3D movie. Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah. I don't want to go to the trouble of making that. I want to come into Hy-Vee and get it pre-packed and ready to go. You make my life easier, Chef Tess.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's what I'm here for.
A lot of flavor, probably aromatic and just, yeah, give her the sample. There we go. People helping people. You don't have to videotape Lindsay eating the. Ryan loves videotaping people eating food. It's very heartful. Because I just eat samples like, you know. I'm not dainty. I'm just, oh, this is really good.
Thank you.
All right, Nicole Sorgenfry will also have to try a sample. But first, we'll get down to business. It's good to see you.
You as well.
Welcome back. Are you going over the edge, by the way?
No.
What if you and we got on a team and we were I think this is how you do it, side by side, going down.
I just don't know.
Yeah. Do you have a fear of heights?
Not really, but really? It's like an in-between thing. Like,
That's how I
I'm
am
okay
too.
up there, but getting back down is my problem.
See, I don't like flying. I don't have a fear of flying.
I like flying.
I think it's because I'm a large person. And if I'm not on the aisle, because at least if you're on the aisle, you can kick your leg out a little bit. But I just feel like I got to get up and move around after a while. You know?
I have restless legs, so I always have to be moving.
I got a case of, I call it the Jimmy legs.
There you go.
Yeah. Which is a callback from Seinfeld. How are things at the United Way of Muscatine? you go to your website and we almost need a whole hour to cover what's going on. But, you know, how have things been since the last time we saw you?
Good. So we've been busy with the summer lunch program.
Yes.
And we did our Pro Pub event, which went really well. And
Excellent.
It was just so much fun.
Right.
So, and then we had our pancakes on the 4th of July.
Yes. That's
Which
what I'm
was
saying.
amazing.
There's no slowdown for
I
you,
didn't
Nicole
see you.
Serving Fry.
We made sure we had like healthy food for you.
You did?
Yeah, we always do.
What? I was here working.
Oh, we're on the. Oh yeah, I heard that.
I was making deliveries.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I
I should have
heard.
just snuck
Somebody
down.
told me that you had a delivery that you were taking these awesome cupcakes to Band Egg.
I did. Wow. How
I-
did that?
who told
How
me
does
that? I
that
have
get
no
out?
idea.
Was someone stalking me? That would be terrific if they were.
Maybe.
I would just like to
Watch
know.
out.
Yeah,
But you
that
know,
is such
there
an.
probably is someone stalking you.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
You're
But
out there, though.
That's such a. Yeah, that's true. 11 years of it, right? That's such an obscure thing to know. But yeah, I did have little gourmet cupcakes.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any of them because, you know, of the diet. I'm sorry that I missed that. I apologize. I should have just taken the Hy-Vee van down to the pancake breakfast next time my boss, Jim Simmons, isn't around, is he? Okay, next time, Jim, that's what we're going to do. So looking ahead, before we kind of get to some of the things that are on the website, I just want to ask, because, again, school starts in a month and a week or so, do you still need school supplies? Like,
Yes, we're still working on that.
Okay, so what's like the need versus supplies that you have ratio? Does it work like that? I know that it kind of gets identified with the school district, but do you feel like you need more at this point? You know, like
So one of the things that we always run out of is binders.
binders, okay?
Because they are a little bit more expensive, and the kids need usually like 3 of them.
Right.
You know, so
Mm-hmm.
those are always a big need. We partnered with the radio station this year, so they're really helping us
Sure.
doing the sweating for school supplies. And then we're working with Community Action.
Yes.
So we're, you know, we have a lot of hands in it, and it's good.
That's good.
That's what we need.
Yeah, because the demand just continues to increase.
Correct.
Because school supplies are not cheap.
Right.
And the lists are long. I mean, quite frankly, I understand why they need it. Why the schools or the teacher. I don't know who sets it. Is it a school district thing or is it a per classroom
Well,
thing?
well, it's a school district
Okay.
thing now.
And like with my family, we get the list, we'll go buy it, we can do that. But for, I'm going to say a couple hundred or so families, they can't. They just can't do it.
So it's about $60 per child to buy all the school supplies that they need to go back to school. So that is a huge amount.
It's a lot. Yeah.
So if you have 3 kids, that's $180. Your budget's already stretched.
Yes.
So.
And this year, for the first time, I'll have to buy supplies for 2 kids. So I'm in that $120 range.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Lots
That's
of glue
tough.
sticks for you.
Lots of glue sticks.
It's crazy. They need like 8 glue sticks.
Yeah, why do they
Sometimes
need so
like
many?
12 because they need them throughout the year.
Here's what I'd be doing. You ever do that move back in the day? You put the Elmer's glue on your hand, and then you let it dry, and you peel it off, and it looks like skin.
Yeah.
You can't do that with a glue stick, right? I
So
haven't been
when
in
my
school in a
kids were
while.
younger, they did
Yeah.
that and they put it on the mirror to like freak me out in the bathroom.
That's so rude. So yeah, we talked about Community Action of Eastern Iowa, looking for school supplies, United Way. So if you're watching us again, like, don't think that you missed out on donating school supplies. Is my point. Like, I feel like you can always make a difference
Right. And
when
so,
it comes
you
to
know,
making sure kids are set up.
Sometimes, you know, your kid has graduated and you're cleaning out things and you find a whole bunch of binders that are in good shape, donate them. We've had
Yeah.
backpacks donated the child has grown out of it.
Sure.
That's okay.
Okay.
We'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, like, grab a Clorox wipe and just maybe wipe down. I'm a germaphobe a little bit. We have a lot of Clorox
Yes,
wipes in
we
my
would
house.
do that.
Just hit it with, like, the inside, you know. Not saying that you're germy. You're not germy, folks. We know that. But just if you're going to donate something, right?
Right.
That's what I would advise. I don't know if you can't really wash a backpack.
Yes, you can.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You can wash
You
a
have
backpack.
boys. You're going to need to wash those backpacks. Trust me.
That's making me real nervous. Now I got to wash a backpack when I get home. The germaphobe in me is like, oh, Lord.
Well, you know, their lunch
I gotta
spilled
go.
into it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Intern Day of Caring is this Friday the 13th.
Yes.
So, in addition to that, later on this Friday the 13th, there's going to be a little intern celebration that the Chamber's doing at Deep Lakes Park, which is cool. But let's go to this either on the United Way of Muscatine's website. Intern Day of Caring. There are, and I don't know if people are aware of this, all these companies in Muscatine have probably altogether maybe 1,000 or so interns that are here. working.
I don't know how many exactly.
It's a lot. So intern day of caring. Who's on board? Is it?
So we have Han, All Steel, and H&I. So
Okay.
last year they came to us and asked us to organize this for them, for their interns. So we start in the morning at All Steel headquarters, and Hy-Vee provides donuts, juice, and milk, coffee, and then after that we assign the teams projects, and they go out and work until noon. So we have a lot of senior homes that we're just doing yard work.
Sure.
So we have 80 interns this year that we're working with.
Gosh, that's fantastic. I love that they came to you last year.
Yeah, well,
That's super exciting because obviously those are some great partners for the United Way and the Day of Caring, and they understand that like they want to instill these core values into these interns, and a lot of these interns, by the way, are going to become employees of these fine institutions.
we hope so, and we hope they're going to become residents of Muscatine.
Yeah, please, will you just live in Muscatine with this whole driving from out of Muscatine if you're working here? How can you afford the gas? I don't understand. Just come live here. So, and something as subtle as yard work can really make the person that you're doing it for feel so great, right?
Well, it just makes them be able to stay in their home longer, and that's really important. And we're all going to be there someday, so we need to kind of reach out and help.
We need more people. I mean, 80 is a good number, but if there's any interns watching at work right now, go back to work, but also consider helping out. And I just think it's so great, again, that we have tremendous community support from these businesses that cared enough to be like, Nicole, Shane, everybody unite away. Let's get some folks out there. We're looking at some pictures from, I don't know if these are from Intern Day of Caring
These
or
are
just
past
Day of
Day of
Caring.
Carings, yeah.
Wow, power washing. That is cool.
Yeah.
Some accessible ramps. So the work that gets done, even if it's not to this large of scale, it's going to make a
Student
difference.
Day of Caring.
Wow. Do you know how many people you're helping out this Friday with the Intern Day of Caring?
No. I
Okay.
think about 20.
Nice. That is so great. So until noon, if you see, are they going to have like matching shirts on?
They're not.
Okay.
So,
all right.
yeah.
Those are a nice group of young people doing some work together.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised is what I'm saying. Certainly the 20 people, the 20 homes, they know that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
There's not a surprise like
No, they've
knock
signed
on the
up
door.
for it.
Yeah.
So we
okay.
work with like senior resources to help find the families,
Great.
and then we have families in the past that are seniors in the past, and then we also have a community garden project that we're working on. So we have a church that does a community garden, and they donate all of the produce to the food pantry, and they're older too, and they're getting behind. So we're going to send out a team there.
Is that the Garden of Eden? That's
No, that one is Zion Lutheran, and they do really well with that one.
Where is this one at that you're
On the
talking
other
about?
side of the bypass, Church of Christ.
Cool. Awesome. I think those are great. I mean, it always looks good when you drive by and you can see people making a difference, especially again this intern age, because you're talking like 21, 24, right?
Yeah, anywhere. I mean,
25.
it's like 19 to like 24.
19? I was just thinking about how old I was when I had an internship. Apparently, I was behind the 8 ball a little bit on that.
You might have been.
I should have started sooner. Summer food service program, you touched on it. It continues.
Yes.
And again, you're providing meals at the several schools in town. And I just hope that people can appreciate that this is going on. So again, just because it's summer, it doesn't mean that like the schools are empty and the teachers are out doing backflips. Like the free lunch program continues. So Madison, McKinley, Jefferson, and Franklin. Is that all the information correct on that?
Right. Those are our 4 schools, and then we also serve at Sunset Park Salvation Army, and then we have snack program at the Munster Public Library and Flickinger Learning Center. So we are serving anywhere from 450 to 500 lunches per day.
Wow. Let that sink in for a second.
And these kids are the one. I mean, when we talk with them, they need that lunch, and they want to come back for seconds, and it really is amazing, and it's kind of sad. You know?
It's good to know that the United Way is there for this need, but it is heart-wrenching to hear about that. And I think it was last summer when I had my kids and my mom, myself, we were at Munster Public Library. We didn't even know that it was going on. We just kind of like fell into it. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. And there were kids there that I just remember one young person in particular that was just sort of like, you know, to Julie or Betty was like, can I take, and she was like, he had a backpack on. And she was like, put whatever you want in that backpack. because the turnout that day was a little bit low, and I was just like, that's...
Right, and the meals are open to anyone 18 and under.
Okay.
So
keep that in mind. So if you're 34...
It's $2.
Hey,
so
$2.
We do serve meals to adults.
Okay.
It's $2
Hey, now.
an adult. So that is a pretty inexpensive lunch for an adult. So if you're taking your kids and you want to share lunch with them, it's $2. So it is open to anyone. It is a healthy meal. It's one component of all 5 of the components of the food wheel. So
it's absolutely fantastic. I love the $2 option. You can't go a lot of places and eat lunch for $2, let alone be with your kids, or even if it was a niece or nephew. And do you still need volunteers at this point?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So should they just call United Way?
Yep, they can call United Way and talk with me.
Sure.
Our number is 563-263-5963.
So reach out, send a Facebook message. Go to the Facebook page. You can send a message if you need to, or
can do that
call 208 West 2nd Street, downtown Muscatine. Community, there's 2 more things we got to get to. Community food drive is coming up. So Brian Broderson, let's go back to United Way website, scroll down, look for the community food drive flyer. So we talk about meeting the need in the community in a lot of different ways, but certainly food is right up there. I mean, housing, housing, of course, probably a little bit more so than food, but
housing is probably one of the most important things, but food is something that we can wrap our hands around and really help right now.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to have this pulled up here in just a second. Community food drive with the United Way. Think about a way that you can help at your job or at home. Like, again, it's summer, so if you have the kids at home and you want to give them like a little project, and I don't know if people even have considered stuff like that, like bring your family to a place like Hy-Vee, grab some stuff, and then donate it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really that easy. Is there anything like in particular that you're looking for?
Anything that is non-perishable. So we like fruits and vegetables because we like to be healthier.
Yeah.
But we will take, especially like cans of tuna. Those are great items.
Yes.
Bags of beans, rice. We really don't want like hamburger helper because it's just one of those things that's high in sodium, and we're trying to teach them to eat a little healthier.
Gotcha.
So we're trying to help feed them, but yet also keep the child obesity rates down.
100%. Thanksgiving in July, and I love this because hunger knows no season. That's just it. And look right there. Do you know that in Muscatine County we have 5,000 people who don't know where they're going to get their next meal? 5,000, and half of that, so 2,500 are children that are at this very moment at, what time is it right now? It's at 9:14 a.m. Don't know what they're going to eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Right now. That's real. It's not made up. It's not inflated. That's a fact, and that's tough. So what you can do, you can see it on the screen right there, Nicole. So the 22nd through the 28th is the real push, but certainly if somebody today on the 10th of July was like, I'm going to go out and get a bunch of stuff, you'd be
We'll
like,
take it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we've had one company sign up for the drive, and they can't do it till the first week of August.
Okay.
We're okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. You're
But,
not going to turn them down, right?
Right. So our goal is to do it the 22nd through the 28th.
Sure.
And so the 22nd, we really want churches to sign up and get involved in this and do it with their service. And then the 23rd through the 27th, we're really trying to get companies to do a drive or Jeans Day, anything along those lines with their company. And then on Friday afternoon, we'll need a couple volunteers to help us, at the staff at United Way, go around to all those businesses and pick up the food.
Sure.
And then we use Monsanto's trailer. We bring it out here to Hy-Vee. We store all the food in there. And then on Friday and Saturday, we do $5 bags here at Hy-Vee.
That is fantastic. And those bags are so easy. They're packed with everything that you need. And then we saw on the flyer food going to the Salvation Army and the food pantry in downtown Muscatine.
Correct.
2 places that at this point, and I know this certainly firsthand with the Salvation Army, 2 places that at this point, like, those shelves are starting to, they're on the downward slope is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
But because hunger knows no season, the thought is usually, well, around the holidays, that's when we need to give. But the reality is right now is just as good of a time.
Correct. So Thanksgiving in July was started by Chef Ron from Mercy Hospital in Iowa City. And he started because of that same reason. Everyone gives at Christmas time. So in July, in the middle of the summer, when kids are hot and hungry, our pantries are low. So we got on board with him about 5 years ago, and we've been enjoying it ever since.
I tell you what, it's not the same thing, but our folks right next door to the store here at the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center would also tell you the same thing. Blood donations are way down in the summer because they rely on schools. So I know it's not the same thing, but it's just that's like the reality, right? Like just because it's the 10th of July, don't assume that there's enough food at the food pantries, because we don't want them to have to wait until a November or December to get what they need, because they don't want to, Nicole, we don't want somebody to show up to the Salvation Army or to the food pantry and then be turned down.
Correct.
Right? I don't want that to happen. So you can get involved, friends, and this all comes full circle, the different events that you guys do. So it's like you're able to put these community drives together and feed kids with the school lunch program, get the school supply, and then we talk about a celebration. So you had the Pearl Pub Party at Contrary, and then before you know it, the Vintners Dinner at the Merrill will be here. I know it's in October.
But that's one of our favorite events.
That is. So also available on the UnitedWayMuscatine.org, right, website. The Vintners Dinner, it's a wine dinner, right? Yep. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I just drink Busch Light, that's fantastic. Still come and try some wine and experience that Merrill. And there you have it right there. There's the save the date. 9th annual, Nicole.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's $40 a ticket per person. You would get 3 courses. You get wine paired up with it. Chef Tess was one of my guests last year to it. We had a good time. So it is a good time. It's a nice social time. We'll have some speakers talking about Kids First and why we do this program.
Sure.
We usually get some people from the school district to come and talk about how important they know firsthand how Kids First helps. So,
sure.
It's one of our best. It's our #1 fundraiser, but we really enjoy it as a committee as well.
First year at the Merrill.
Yes.
Amazing view of the river.
Everything's a first year at the Merrill.
I know. I'm just. We could have snuck in last year when they were just getting the flooring in, but no, it'll be just a great setting downtown, great view of the river, a fun fundraiser, and the fact that it's in its 9th year, soon to be 10th, is just very exciting because there's probably folks, Nicole, that have been to all 8 of them, looking forward to the 9 easily, right?
Yeah.
So getting tickets for that, easiest way for people to do that.
Call our office,
Okay.
563-263-5963.
If I don't have my 3rd child by then, and by that I mean my wife, of course, because she's the pregnant one, I'm just there for emotional support. But
That's not fair. She's pregnant and gaining, and you're losing.
Yeah.
How does she feel about that?
She's doing most of the meal prep, God bless her, because she wins by me surviving longer and becoming a stud. Duh.
A stud.
Right. I'm going to have
the whole store is laughing right now.
18-pack. That's not true. Tess and Betsy laughed, and you. Chad did not, and Ryan did not, because they're my friends.
They don't get it.
But she wins because I become, a hunk of a man, and then we also win because we got a 3rd kid. So
we
That's
have
a
one
girl.
other thing going on.
Yes,
that
please,
I wanted.
absolutely. Yeah,
Day of
go ahead.
Caring for the fall.
Okay.
With adults. This is what we
Sure.
do with the companies.
Okay.
Is the 19th of September.
Oh my gosh.
All of our information for that should be coming out in the next week if I get it done.
Wow. So that's soon. That's
Yeah.
soon. 19. I know it's not that soon, but the way things go around here,
I know.
things come up real quick. So the 19th of September,
Yeah.
Day of Caring, United Way will be all over Muscatine County.
Yeah, and this is a challenge to you as well because, in the years
Me
past,
personally?
you and your position here.
Thank you.
In the years past, we've had teams from Hy-Vee.
Okay.
And
Put
we
me on the
haven't in the
spot.
last couple of years. And I know you've done Dave Caring.
Yes.
So this can be a challenge to you
We'll
to
do
get
it.
a team here.
How many people do I need?
4.
4? That's it? Tess, you want to do Day of Caring in September?
Absolutely.
Okay, there's 2. All right, we're in. Can't put me on the spot on my own show, and now I think I'll accept the challenge. I kept waiting for Lindsay Phillips to be like, will you go over the edge? You notice she didn't ask me once to go over the edge because I'm chubby. I think that's why. So maybe the whole diet is to get to the point where I can go over the edge.
You
We'll
might
do
already be over the edge mentally and
I'm over the scales edge, Nicole. Let's just put it that way. And I'm working down. September 19th, day of curing. We're in. Hy-Vee's in.
It's a great day. We always enjoy it.
Well, and listen, if there's anybody that supports people in this store getting out in the community, it's our boss, Jim Simmons.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll mention that to
So
him.
yeah, a couple years ago, Jim got a team together. Actually, Randy did it.
Okay.
And we had them over at Madison helping the kids clean out their garden.
Oh, that's cool.
Perfect.
Well, we'd love to do that again or wherever you want to send us. And I'm going to have just a lot of fun with it because it's making a difference and it's getting out in the community. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
There's no slow season at the United Way of Muscatine.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have a job.
Correct. So please consider getting involved, volunteering, donating school supplies, food, money, by the way, monetary donations, probably always welcome.
Yeah.
208 West 2nd Street, 563-263-5963. Would you like a sample if Chef Tess was able to give you a sample?
Sure.
Are you into
on the way out.
Okay, on the way out. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Nicole Sorgenfry. And there's a great overhead shot of Chef Tess, who is, and I don't want to misquote, Chef, you're prepping the curds that you'll be then stretching and turning into mozzarella cheese.
Yes.
Okay. And the water has to be very hot. You know all of this, of course.
Yes.
So, but for folks at home, it really, what you're doing right now, it all starts with the quality curd, right?
Yes. So this is a Belgioso,
Okay.
which is the same company that we carry as far as like the fresh mozzarella that's already ready to go. So we get our curd. Enjoy. We get our curd from them, and then what we'll do is, so basically this is essentially milk that's already been treated with acid, so it's curdled. And so then the whey is removed and the curd remains.
Nice.
So that's what this is right here. And I'm cutting it into small pieces, and then you use warm water to almost like melt it so it all comes together in this nice stretchy ball. Then you stretch it into mozzarella and form it into whatever shape you want. And then I think we might actually mess around with some like marinated mozzarella too.
Oh my goodness.
Later on this week. So lots of fun stuff coming up.
I like
exciting.
it. I want to send Betsy, if we could, in the Toyota Muscatine car cam. So if you want to kind of go just past Delmer, there is a display kind of across from the Italian department where there's that red flashing light usually. I reckon we got some of the fresh stretched mozzarella in there.
We do.
Could you show us that? And there's Ryan Broderson's backside. Hey now. And there's Brent. We got Brent working hard right now. Yeah, he's on the Toyota Muscatine car cam. So Betsy's going to find a spot where you can see all this mozzarella. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, and it's not because I work here, that stretched fresh mozzarella is so good. It's absolutely fantastic. Getting a sample, buying the stuff here, or if you just want someone like Chef Tess, who is a professional chef, to go to the trouble, I can't believe she's going to go to the trouble and put it together for y'all. So you just have to show up and take it home. It's not a bad deal. So there you go. You got some tomatoes, Toyota Muscatine car cam, and then there's a basket, and there's a cart blocking our view, but that's okay. In that basket, that's where all that fresh mozzarella resides. Now, Chef Tess, I know you were off last week. Don Fisher had done this like red pepper.
Yes.
And it was wonderful. I don't know what else was in it.
I think he just puts he does like two different, what does he do? He does 3 different flavors.
Okay.
So he takes the regular base mozzarella and he mixes garlic into one of them.
Ooh.
He mixes fresh basil into the curd of the second one, and then the third one is that red pepper. And I believe that's just salt and red pepper flakes.
It was real good.
Yeah. So as you're eating it, you kind of get the slow, warm heat. It's really, really nice.
Definitely not a burn.
No.
A lot of flavor.
Yeah.
And I could breathe out of my right nostril after I had that. It was a win-win. And by all accounts, Dracula tried the garlic mozzarella cheese, and he did. So that's a good sign.
He did.
If you need to keep vampires away, consider garlic, fresh, stretched mozzarella cheese. That was like a Dracula. That was like an Italian Dracula. Mozzarella cheese and the garlic. It's very good. I have to sleep in the coffin. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Look at that. Is that a giant thing of curds right now?
Yeah, so this is like one solid curd here.
That's a big old curd.
That's a big old curd.
Look at the size of that. Oh my gosh. Look at that thing. Can we go just straight overhead shot for a second? I want people to understand how big that curd is. It's huge.
Can you see it?
Huge curd.
Yeah.
Wow. How heavy is it? Two-hander.
5 pounds? Maybe?
So the fresh stretched mozzarella, you'll have some apparently ready today. You're just ready to go. But you're doing this with the caprese in mind. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
Putting together the caprese trays. You can see, look at how good the tomatoes look. It's all going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. And that balsamic vinegar, wow. Whole nother level of Flavor Town, ladies and gentlemen, right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Look at the knife through the giant curd. Oh, man. Yep. I just think it's fun that you know how to do a variety of different things, Chef Tess, and something like this, you're like, yep, I can do it.
It's one of those things, too, that, like, I haven't actually physically done this. I've seen Dawn do it probably 100 times.
This is your first time?
It's not my first time,
Okay.
but it's one of the first times since culinary school. And so that's the fun thing about learning these different techniques is even though I haven't done it for a while, when you understand the process and why it comes together the way it does, then you can kind of jump back in and not feel super rusty. So
that is so exciting. I can't wait. We'll have some pictures and video of the stretching on our social media. And speaking of that, I would be remiss if I didn't congratulate. And Wilton Softball was with us in the Facebook stream. I have my phone here. And yes, shout out to Wilton Softball for making it to the state tournament last night. And I believe this was the final score. Wilton Beavers 10, Bellevue 0. So the Wilton Beavers, for the first time since 1988, are advancing to the state tournament. Here's where it gets interesting. Wilton Softball takes on L&M, who also advanced to the state tournament. And we have team pictures. We're going to pull up the team pictures in just a second, but that's what's going to happen. Monday, this is it. Wilton versus L&M. L&M comes in at a 1 seed with a record of 35-6. You can see it right there. Wilton an 8 seed with 25-15. The Wilton girls were here in the store yesterday. So Ryan, if I could have the L&M team photo and the Wilton team photo after their games where they're holding the punch the ticket to state, which is super cool. So congratulations to Wilton softball and to L&M softball. I didn't know that they would play each other, and I certainly had been following on social media, and I saw the results, and I'm very excited, by the way. But the fact that they're playing each other, who you got? I emailed you the picture. Check your email. Yeah. So who do you got? I don't know. Can they have a tie? Is that the safe answer? I don't know what to say. But I want everybody to win. There you go. Look at that. Side by side. That's perfect. So Wilton softball, you can tell the different team colors. You can see Falcons on the jersey for L&M. So photo credit for the L&M picture to Tiffany Beck and Amber Ganser for the Wilton team photo. And just fantastic. You know, I was so surprised when the Wilton softball team showed up here at Hy-Vee yesterday. We put them on the show, and then I took a picture of them outside of the Market Grill Express, and then they took care of business last night, as did L&M. And both teams going to state, playing each other Monday. Dun, dun, dun. Just like that. Monday the 16th. It's going down. In Fort Dodge? Is that where they have to go? Could we not have the game? How far is Fort Dodge? Anybody? I have no idea. Far. Too far. Probably. Why can't we have it around here? I know you got to do like the neutral site. Neutral site. Muscatine could be a neutral site, kind of. People will travel. Of course they'll travel. So there you go. You can kind of see how this will progress. So if you win, so the winner Monday will play either Central Springs or Logan Magnolia on Wednesday at 3 o'clock at Buena Vista University. So L&M versus Wilton. It's a tough one. Good luck to both teams. And Ryan, grab that picture from when they're outside the restaurant. We'll put that up real quick before we go. And I'm getting paged right now, ladies and gentlemen. So thanks to Lindsay Phillips with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County for taking time, for being on the show. Appreciate her. Duck Derby's coming up. There's the picture of the softball team outside the restaurant. Total surprise. And somebody, like, I think one of the players' aunts or uncles paid for the whole team to eat breakfast here. So that's super cool. Very good. So thanks again to Lindsay Phillips for joining us. Check out everything going on with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County. 60 kids at this moment are waiting for a big brother or a big sister, consider making a difference. And also Over the Edge. Get signed up for that. Thanks also to Nicole Sorgenfry, our friend with the United Way of Muscatine. They've got a lot going on as well. You can help out with the community food drive. You can volunteer for the summer lunch programs. The Vintner's Dinner is on the way. Intern Day of Caring. And then the Day of Caring, September 19th. Hy-Vee will be there. And thank you for watching the show, whether you've been live with us on Facebook or with us on, MPW cable. We appreciate it. Use that email address if you ever need it, by the way, hyveetoday@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. More fun ahead. Chef Tess stretching some mozzarella, and we'll probably close things out today with just a shot from inside the Hy-Vee Today kitchen, where Chef Tess continues rocking and rolling on some cheese curds that will be turned into fresh mozzarella and then caprese trays. This is Tony Tone. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust and our friends at Toyota Muscatine. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.